To those saying a diver without a rotating bezel is a car without a dashboard, I show this watch. To those that say a diver without a rotating bezel is a field watch, I show them this one. There are countless examples of bezel-less divers out there, and this is probably the most affordable one. This is Prometheus Jamanta. At 42 by 50 mm, Jamanta is not one for the frail wrist. An unapologetic tank, this one's name is the Portuguese translation of manta ray, and looking at it, it immediately becomes clear why. Its chubby, downturned lugs seem to start off outside the case and are completed on one side by screwed-in half-guards leading to a chunky screwed-on crown, while on the other side they frame the helium escape valve any watch rated for 300 meters of water resistance should be fitted with. The atypical bezel with its scooped-out hour markers can be looked at in one of two ways. It can either appear as an homage to the Vacheron Constantin overseas, or it can entice the imagination into picturing the watch as a classic diver whose rotative bezel has been torn off for a rat rod-like aesthetic. Directly contradicting this interpretation though, the highly polished rings delimiting the bezel do a great job at bringing a touch of surprising sophistication. This one's a watch that will score high on the legibility assessment in the wearability chapter of the review, as its dial is focused exclusively on facilitating quick and accurate time telling. Broad hands and blocky applied indices draw one's gaze away from the center of the dial towards the chapter ring painted on the high contrast deep rehaut. Printing is minimal, with the 12 o'clock numerals trying their hardest to counterbalance the slightly oversized Prometheus logo, but that doesn't mean there's no focus on aesthetics, as the shallow horizontal ridges make things more interesting. Finally, the H-Link bracelet is good looking, but I would have liked to see a better stylistic integration with its links replicating the horizontal pattern of the dial, or the other way around. As for the materials used, 316L stainless steel and AR-coated sapphire crystal are well complemented by a reasonable amount of BGW9 that will provide enough luminescence to get through the night. While the design's brute force seems to be reinforced by its finish, a clear delimitation must be made. Simple does not mean rudimentary. This is a deceptively well-finished watch that needs to be held to be appreciated to its true quality. And it's not only the quality of the finishing, but the parts of the watch that Prometheus have decided to highlight. The bezel gets the light-catching, thin polished frames on its sides, the hands get the coarser brushing meant to make them stand out, while the indices are satisfyingly spotless on a dial that gets seriously animated once the watch gets tilted. There is, however, an aspect I'm not entirely happy with. While its fit is perfect, the immaculate finish of the bracelet doesn't seem to entirely match up the overall finish of the case, but rather its small accents, such as the bezel indentations. Perhaps applying a dual finish on the bracelet would have helped integrating it better. Depending on one's preference, the watch comes with either a no-date 9039 or a date 9015. Both produced by Miyota, these 28,800 vibration per hour calibers are easily the best on the market for mid-budget microbrand watches. They hack, they hand-wind, and they have a fantastic reputation for accuracy and reliability. I would say Jamanta's versatility is directly influenced by its wearability. On wrists measuring 7 inches and above, this can easily be the everyday watch everyone needs. It doesn't overpower my 19cm wrist, and while at 175 grams it's not exactly feather-like, I can't say it's too hefty for me, and a big reason is the on-the-fly micro-adjustment system the clasp is equipped with. For wrists under 7 inch though, it's a matter of personal taste, as is the dial color combo one would opt for out of the 3 available variants. As previously noted, legibility is class leading in all lighting situations. Carlos Carvalho has founded Prometheus more than 15 years ago. Running a microbrand for 5 years is an achievement. Running it for 10 years is fantastic. Running it for 15 years is, well, legendary. One can count those belonging to this exclusive club on the fingers of one hand. What's truly amazing is that Prometheus isn't even the most famous Portuguese microbrand. No, that title belongs to Borealis. And what do you know? Borealis is run by Carlos Carvalho. So yeah, it doesn't get better than that when talking about inspiring confidence. Packaging is practical, if a little bulky, and includes a signed 2-year warranty that actually comes with a unique serial number that's etched into the case back of the watch. One thing that Prometheus do that I really like, and unfortunately only a few other European microbrands do, is not including the European Union VAT in the price for overseas customers. This means that while European Union-based customers will have to pay €460 for the Jamanta due to the VAT, the price for the rest of the world is a mouth-watering $415. Unfortunately, FedEx shipping is not included, but the rate is quite good and shouldn't impact the price too much, especially when taking into account information I will share in my conclusion. As for the availability of the Jamanta, Prometheus are known for limited series that don't get revisited, so depending on when you'll watch this review, some variants might be already sold out. If, however, you're a subscriber of this channel that has turned notifications on, should you ignore, consider, shortlist, or buy the Jamanta? As always, giving my verdict takes for granted the subjective fact that you like this watch and is relevant to objective criteria such as how well it's made, how strong it fares compared with similarly styled or similarly priced watches, and what kind of customer care is to be expected from the brand. My recommendation, therefore, is to shortlist the Jamanta, and that for a very good reason. Discounts. As a first-time customer, a 15% discount is advertised at the top of the page, but signing up for the newsletter is guaranteed to come with a personal discount every now and then. Alternatively, if the Prometheus Jamanta is too big for you, check out my review of a lovely 36mm business casual watch here, or click here for my review of a slightly larger 36.5mm Gada watch. Like, comment, subscribe, and let's find the watch you want.